Hi, I'm Felipa, and this is day 60 of my year-long reading plan to complete this Bible. So today I am on chapter 18, still in the book of Samuel, and it just starts off with saying that there's a friendship between Jonathan and David, whereas Jonathan loved David as his loves his own soul, and Jonathan is the son of Saul. And we go on to basically saying that, Saul is getting more and more jealous of David, and he even tries to kill him with a javelin in his hand, and David manages to escape twice. And so this whole section is basically Saul being jealous of David, and Saul basically kind of playing games with David and saying, okay, like, I'll give you my daughter to marry. I want you to be my son-in-law. And he's like, yeah, but why would you want me to be your son-in-law? Like, I'm basically a nobody and you're a king. And then Saul gets his servants to tell David that he doesn't care about David's status, that he just cares that David's a good man, and that he bring him 200 foreskin of the Philistines by fighting them in war. And so David does this, he gets to marry Saul's daughter, Michal, and he ends up becoming the son-in-law to Saul. And then we have this plan where Saul plans to kill David, but Jonathan intervenes and says, Dad, like, he hasn't done anything. He's a man of God. Please don't do it. Saul tries to kill David again, but now Michal, the daughter, or his daughter, the wife of David, intervenes and helps him escape. And David escapes to Samuel, and he says, like, hey, what's happening? Like, Saul's trying to kill me. And David makes a promise to Jonathan, and he says, listen, I'm going to leave this city, but I'm going to need you to talk to your dad to see whether or not he still has anger in me. And they make this elaborate plan where Jonathan says, okay, I know you're supposed to be at this dinner tonight for the sacrifice, and you're going to be absent. And I know my dad might be mad. So if he is mad, you go and you hide out in the field. And if he's mad and angry and he wants me to come at you, I'm going to shoot like 3 arrows the following day in one direction. And if he's not angry and it's safe for you to come home and there's peace to be had, then I'll shoot the arrows in a different direction. And you will know by where the arrows land whether or not it's safe for you to come back. And basically they do this. And even Saul ends up being really angry, and he wants to kill Jonathan out of anger at David, because Jonathan is once again sticking up for David and saying, why would you do this, Dad? Please don't. And Saul even throws a javelin at his dad. Saul even throws a javelin at his son. And so unfortunately, Saul gets upset during this dinner. He says, where the heck is David? Jonathan sticks up for him, and he says, oh yeah, he went into the city to be with his brothers and his family for a sacrifice. And Saul doesn't like hearing this at all. And he is so angry, and he says he wants to kill him. And so unfortunately, the following morning, Jonathan goes out into the field, and the way that he shoots the arrow essentially indicates to David, who's hiding, that it is not safe to come home. It's not safe to come out of hiding, because his dad Saul is still angry at him, and he wants to kill him. And so once Jonathan shoots these arrows and they're picked up by his little servant and he leaves, David then comes out of hiding. Jonathan and David see each other. They're very, very tearful. They cry because they know that they cannot see each other again, but they love each other. And it basically says in verse 42, says, and Jonathan said to David, go in peace, for as much as we have sworn both of us in the name of the Lord, saying, the Lord be between me and thee, and between my seed and thy seed forever. And he arose and departed, and Jonathan went into the city. So this is their farewell goodbye. And so I don't know what continues to happen for Saul, David, Jonathan, and whatnot. But tomorrow is day 61, and I will be back to let you know what I've learned. Thank you for listening.